Today we're going to talk about blood sugar on a carnivore diet again. These numbers I'm going to give you are everything, so stay tuned. Welcome everyone to my very humble camper life on my little ranchette where I'm trying to do everything by myself. But let's get into blood sugar. I thought I would do a few videos, so I'm going to keep this pretty short. I want to remind you how important it is to know what's going on with your blood sugar. People who do a carnivore diet drop out the carbs, right? That's carnivore, no carbs, no honey, no fruit, no bananas, and meat. That's illogical. You're doing a carnivore diet and you're trying to drive ketosis because, again, you cannot get energy from meat, not stored glycogen. So you gas out really fast if you eat a bunch of meat and you're trying to get energy from it. And that's why so many people eat meat and drink coffee. That's a whole nother subject about how fracked up coffee is. But with that said, people try to challenge me on some of the videos saying, oh, I'm fine, I did amazing doing carnivore, or this person's doing carnivore. Look at the blood sugar. And then look at your ketones, because they tell a huge story about what's going on inside your body. Digestion, protease, stomach acid, the strength of your gut wall, cortisol rhythm, sleep habits, chemical exposure, and the emotional component. These are all going to affect the way your body responds to anything. Food, mood, your health. When you drop out all of the carbs and you decide to do a full-on carnivore diet, most people pound down the protein because they hear these catchy phrases like priming, which somebody just made up. And they eat as much protein as possible. And people often feel good in the very beginning because they're cutting out the processed carbs and sugars and some of the plants that are giving them, or all the plants that were giving them distress prior. They eat copious amounts of protein. In the beginning, people feel great because the inflammation goes down and then they feel satiated. So, win-win, right? Until the blood sugar starts to go like this. Now I can see that when some of the carnivore people test their blood sugar, and I'm seeing hypoglycemic numbers, hyper to hypo. Use a glucometer. It literally will tell you a story. If you go 1 gram over your protein allotment, and the blood sugar spikes, basically now your body is not trying to use ketones. It's trying to reestablish glycogen or blood glucose. But you can't get enough glucose, or the storage of glucose rather, into glycogen from protein. So the body has to go into the body factory and go through gluconeogenesis to break down the amino acids to stabilize your blood sugar from your own body. Skin, collagen, those things that make you look young. I know. But there's also the too much protein. Your body will convert that into glucose, spike your blood sugar. And if you are already coming from the world of dysglycemia, now those ups and downs get wider, right? Peaks and valleys start to go higher, up and down and up and down. So in the beginning, you feel great, but then over time, you're like, well, the inflammation is down or my skin is clear, but you're starting to have these peaks and valleys, or sleep good, poop good, not good, sleep not okay. You start to have like mood good, not good, doing a carnivore diet. So get a glucometer and test your blood sugar. Of course, if you're doing a carnivore diet, it should be a ketotic version. I'm going to go more into this whole concept of meat and fruit and how ridiculous it is. Drive a ketotic body. This is what's going to get the inflammation down and help you age backwards. Put the stop on the advanced glycation end product of your cells, because you're not going into gluconeogenesis, which means you're not eating your skin up anymore, which is what's happening on carnivore. People start to look dark circly under the eye, crepey, but hey, I lost 60 pounds. So how we look at the body is very relative in what's actually happening, not just weight loss. Your blood sugar should be between a 75 and an 83. 75 and 83, not over 100. People who eat carbs should see blood sugar in the 90s. 90, 88 to 98 eating carbs if you're healthy. So imagine you've got a blood sugar over 100 and there's no carbs, because that protein's being converted back into glucose, or your adrenals are kicking in through cortisol. I know. This is a whole series of videos trying to understand what happens when you eat a bunch of protein, because it's the quantity, it's the quality, and it's the timing of that protein. And it even comes down to if you're chewing it. So my last video talking about dehydration and not pooping, because people think they're using up all the protein when they're not, they're just dehydrated. That everyone has a different level of metabolic strength or inflexibility. So know your blood sugar, know your insulin, know your A1C, your hemoglobin A1C. If you're going to take a test, take those tests. But your blood sugar should be between a 75 and an 83. If it's 74, I'm not going to hate on that. But when you start getting down in the early 70s and the 60s, you're hypoglycemic. But hey, your skin cleared up for the moment, right? Or you lost 60 pounds. And that's why I think people don't know how to interpret health anymore. Because we equate being thin as being healthy, not mental cognition. Has your candida gone? Do you still have eczema? Do you get bloated? Do you get tired? Is your pee foamy? Have you checked your uric acid levels, your bun creatinine? All of these things matter. And most people don't check these things. They don't even check their blood sugar. They just hear a guru say, here, I eat all this meat. Have at it. It's more complicated than that. But this is supposed to be a quick video. So I'm going to end it right now, because I'm going to do more of a comprehensive breakdown where I show visuals of your blood sugar with protein and how it works. Knowing the sweet spot. Use your glucometer. Check your ketones, because the fat, F-A-T, is a whole other subject. 75 to an 83. Ketones 1.8 to 3.0 with energy. And you have to poop. I know. It's a whole thing. Comment below. Share this content. If you need a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. I also do a course. You can sign up through stephanieperson.com. Monthly subscription. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. I got energy. I don't know how, because I did more fencing today for the puppy, so he can't get out, and barbed wire fencing. I've done hot wire and barbed wire. I want to be able to just let him out the front door and know that he's not going to get hit by a car or roam the neighborhood with other dogs. Yeah. Life is good, though. It's weird, but it's good. Comment below. Very interested. I'm also going to be speaking at a retreat soon in April, the end of April. Yeah, it's called Meat Stock, if you guys are interested. I always forget to promote stuff. And the guy who's putting it on, he's super cool. And I'm out. Peace. Yeah, challenge is still, I'm going to mention it every video. I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to release the sign up dates. Stay patient, please. Girl's working as hard as she can. And I'm out. Energy 56, soon 57. Peace.